you see aspects of them being more vocal when it comes to bullying and different things like that. And though they may be bullying you, like, you know, there are many narcissistic people who will protect you and they will bully you at the same time, because they feel as if, no, like, I'm the only person that can bully you, okay? And this is how many of us who were raised with narcissistic parents, okay, where, you know, our mother wouldn't allow certain people to do certain things to us, but they did them, which causes a lot of confusion within itself. So you're protecting me, but then you're abusing me. So it's kind of like a conflicting thing. And this is the thing with narcissistic people in general, okay, is that there is a lot of conflicting aspects that we from the outside are seeing from this person. We kind of get in a state where we don't know whether this person is a good or a bad person, okay? And that's what manipulation is about. It's a state of confusion where you can't quite understand what it is that you are experiencing. So sometimes there are really good times, really highs that you get when you are with a narcissistic individual. And if you have grown up in a household where you experience those highs and lows with a parental figure, okay, and you get into a romantic relationship with someone, that feels like home to you, okay? That feels like it feels amazing. Like the whole making up and breaking up and the whole system and the dynamic of that is like a rush that you feel when you have been raised in a chaotic family dynamic, okay? So are we toxic? Absolutely not. But do we have some toxic traits about ourselves? Everyone does, okay? And that is every single person on this planet, including me, okay? There are some traits and some aspects, but are we able to actually identify those traits within ourselves and say, you know, maybe I need to work on this specific aspect of myself, and to get a form of understanding of why I do the things that I do. And also to know this, that curiosity, okay, kills the cat. And it's just as simple as that. There are some times that we are just too curious as to why people do the things that they do. And this is the whole idea of the narcissistic dynamic. It's a time waster, okay? Many of us have wasted years of our lives trying to figure out why an individual does the things that they are doing and haven't gotten anywhere. Some of us have this nature where we just love a person so much to the point where we forget about actually loving ourselves, okay? So it's very important that when you are engaging with people, and this is something that we have to learn initially, when you begin to see those red flags initially, okay? And I'm not saying that we're not giving people opportunities, and don't allow a person to gaslight you and say that you're judgmental and that you're just taking one little thing and you're flying with that. That is absolutely not what I am advising. That is not something that we do ultimately, because if you are a person who happens to have a great understanding with people, you are someone who's willing to give a person the opportunity. But when you begin to see a pattern of behavior or something looks a little bit too familiar to you, this is when you're gonna have to jet, okay? Most likely. And it's better for you to leave a scenario early on before you actually get that attachment, okay, with that individual. And the attachment is initially what narcissistic people want, okay? When they first meet you, they move really fast when it comes to things. This is something that you guys have to be very cautious of, not to get too excited when a person wants to talk about having a family, when a person wants to do this and they want to do certain things with you and they want to spend all of this time with you. That seems like, you know, this person is really attentive towards you. And particularly, you feel that way when you are someone who has been in a moment of isolation. Maybe you are someone who was raised up in a household where you were neglected, or you experienced certain things that you wanted to feel love, okay? So that's another reason as to why people typically allow certain things to happen. So you want to kind of pump those brakes when it comes to certain aspects of you actually connecting with someone on a personal level.